everyone. We still don't know what this is called. We're trying to figure that out today though. So we do have some options for you guys to pick from. So I'm going to go through those with you, and then while you're watching this video, maybe hopefully by the end we could pick one out. So
hold on. What we're going to do is
I'm
going to number these as she says them. There'll be a number corresponding, and I'll probably put it here or maybe here. I don't know where I'll put it. But anyways, I'll put it there with the number. Comment below with the number of the title that you like, and the one with the most votes wins. And we'll call it that.
Okay, so first off we have weekend headline news. So that's number 1.
Number 1, weekend headline news.
Number 2 is going to be 10-minute tie-up. Third, weekend wind-up.
Weekend wind-up. Nice.
Number 4 is the weekly overland omnibus.
Omnibus?
Not sure about that one. So that was what, number 4. So number 5, the week.
Mine. The weekend wrap-up.
Wrap-up.
The weekend wrap-up. Sorry, I'm like super sick today, so.
He has a head cold.
Yeah.
So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number 6, A Week with the Oxfam.
That was yours.
Yeah, thought maybe that would be a good one. So those are the options. Comment below and pick a number which you think is the best suited.
1 headline news, 2 10-minute tie-up, 3 weekend wind-up, 4 the weekly overland omnibus, 5 the weekend wrap-up, and 6 is A Week with the Oxfam. Okay. So our week started.
Yeah, we left you guys off at, I think it was like Sunday. We stopped at the last one, so we're going into Monday, which was January 11th. And that was where we...
Was it?
What?
Was this the bad day?
What bad day?
The bad day. Okay, anyways, go ahead. I don't remember.
This was the day where we left Leisure in Arizona.
Yeah.
Where I wasn't feeling the greatest. We've kind of been going back and forth with this head cold, sore throat sort of thing.
And within the last 2 months, we've all got sick like 3 times. So.
Not with COVID though.
Yeah. Not with COVID, but with everything else.
Marley had it first when we were leaving the Hoopers. She had like a sore throat, and she got over it like in 2 days, and so I got it after that. So that was that Monday, January 11th.
And then I drove, and we ended up at the Westworld Equestrian Center.
Was that day?
Yeah, that's where we went, to the Equestrian Center. And we stayed there for like 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
You were sick.
You're right.
Tuesday, I started editing, and by Tuesday...
That was the bad day.
You were super sick. All you could do is lay in bed. I was trying to get some editing done, and I think I had just finished or almost finished downloading or transferring all the data to this hard drive here. And at the only moment when things weren't backed up, I lost like literally all the footage from this trip. It was just a fluke thing. The one hard drive that had it on there, I had everything else except for that one hard drive, and the hard drive just completely went blank. And so I like lost it. I mean, that's like
he had tears in his eyes.
5 months of footage that was just gone, and I was like devastated basically, because that's like all the memories and all the hard work of filming and all that. It was just like poof, gone, and I was just like, oh my gosh, you were like miserable yourself. So it was just the worst day that we've ever had on the road for sure. So anyways, I took that hard drive, sent it to my buddy Chris, who you guys will see in this coming week's video. And he's in Florida, and he has like an IT computer business. And so I sent the hard drive off to him. He was like, just send it to me, I'll work my magic. The next day, basically, and that was Wednesday. And Wednesday we were leaving and heading to...
LA. So we were heading to LA because on Thursday we had an appointment with is it RPM?
Yeah, RPM Garage.
RPM Garage. And so we had our appointment set so we can get the exhaust fixed. So we had to be in LA by Wednesday night. And of course, you know, typical us, we always just kind of fly by the seat of our pants. Well, everything in California is completely closed. It's kind of a last minute scramble. My uncle has a friend in LA who has an apartment loft that he doesn't even live in. And he was so gracious to let us stay there. So we had this loft apartment
downtown in Chinatown, basically, just right outside of Chinatown. So it was like prime location, right in the middle of everything. It actually ended up being perfect because it was like right in the middle of our friends Josiah and Kara, who we met in the Grand Canyon. Link in the video right here, this video, and we met them in this remote like camp spot that we figured nobody would be out there, but Josiah and his little Overland RDX came roaming down the trail, and he actually, like, they stopped at the bottom, hike up, saw us, and we're like, come on up, there's plenty of room. It was a big spot, it was pretty rad. So we were central between them, RPM Garage, and then even like Juan Song, whose apartment it was, we went and visited him too, and it was like boom, super central. So Juan Song, if you're ever gonna see this, I have no idea, but thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. So yeah, he let us stay there until, I think we were there till Monday night the next week.
Yeah, so Wednesday. What? You're jumping way ahead. You haven't told what happened Wednesday.
Nothing
or Thursday when we brought
I know, I was getting there.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
You can said tell Thursday.
Okay, no, go ahead.
Okay, this is...
Go ahead.
Okay, so we got into LA on Wednesday night, and then Thursday morning, Jason woke up pretty early. I think he had an appointment at 8 a.m. to go to the garage, and here's what happened there.
So I went to the garage. Got up early. I was all in a good mood because, you know, the exhaust had been rolling around with a loud, noisy exhaust for like the last week and a half. So I get to the garage, parts there, and I was laying in bed the night before in my head thinking, I hope he ordered the right side. I'm sure he ordered the right side. So, got there all excited, and poof, took the wind out of my sails when I saw that it was the wrong side. And I was like, oh no. So, being me, I start panicking, and I'm like, we gotta get out of here. We're leaving, you know, Sunday or Monday we're planning on leaving to head down to Baja. So I basically told the guy, I was like, I don't care, used, new, just whatever we can get the quickest, let me know, and let's just get this done. And then I talked to Fran, and she's like, well, we're not in a rush, so, like, why are you trying to, like, do used parts? I was like, okay, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm overreacting a little bit. So I basically talked to the guys. I'm like, hey, and they were super cool, super accommodating. If you're ever in LA and you need garage, go check them out, RPM Garage. Like I said, they were super accommodating. They were like, hey, it's fine, we can get you in Monday, just have them order the parts here. So Brett overnighted the parts, and so I headed back to you. And
so yeah, Jason came back that afternoon, and Thursday night we met up with Kara and Josiah at the Griffith Observatory.
It was that day. It was when we were going to the Griffith Observatory, and we're outside of the apartment, and we're standing out there, and the lady's like, stop slamming the door! Wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was that day. Anyways, we got yelled at by this lady, and then went to meet up with Kara and Josiah at the Griffith Observatory. Go ahead.
You can go, because I feel like sometimes you're taking over what I'm trying to say. So.
I'm trying to add something in, and you're telling me it didn't happen that day, but I'm pretty sure it was that day that happened.
Okay.
No?
Sure, yeah. So we'd already told them the Griffith Observatory.
Alright, you're being weird. I don't know why you're being so weird.
I'm not being weird.
Yeah, you are. You're being weird. Go ahead.
Okay, Friday. Yeah. So on Friday, I did a bunch of laundry. So we kind of just got a bunch of stuff done on Friday.
And Saturday we got up. And I don't know.
We did errands. So like we went to Target in downtown LA. We went and got lunch, and we actually brought takeout to Juan Song's house and had lunch with him. What else did we do? We went into FedEx to get our passports copied and laminated, and our
And we left about like 2-3 o'clock and got home at about 7. And when we got home, we like got back. Pretty much as soon as we got back, we hear a pound at the door, and we're like, who is this? So we open the door, and it's this lady, same lady who yelled at us for slamming the door. And she was like, your dog was barking all day long. And I was like, okay, I apologize. Sorry he was barking. And she's like, he was barking all day. And I was like, well, we weren't gone all day. We were only gone for a few hours, but I apologize if he was barking. Your dog was barking. He was here by himself all day. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't know what to tell you. You can't leave him here all day long. And I'm like, at this point, I'm starting to get frustrated because I was like, I said I'm sorry. I said we will take care of it. And I'm like, all right, ma'am, I don't need you to tell me how to take care of my dog. I apologize if he was loud. We'll make sure he doesn't do that. What else do you want from me? And she was like, it's not fair. It's not fair, she kept saying. And I was like, man, what do you want me to do? Get on my knees and apologize? I don't know what to do here. I said we were sorry. I said we would take care of it. We won't leave him there anymore. I don't know what more you want from me. I think she was just like looking for a little bit more, something out of me. I don't know what it was, but she wasn't getting the reaction she wanted. So she was like standing there adamant that this wasn't fair. Anyways, after a while, she just kind of like huffed off, and I'm like, have a nice day. Just crazy lady, apparently.
I think Sunday during the day we just tried to pack up and finish the laundry because we were trying to get out of town once the vehicle was done. And then that evening, Josiah and Cara came over and we made this homemade mac and cheese. And you actually went with Josiah to go see Sponsored by Wifey, Al, right?
Yeah, so Sponsored by Wifey. Go check him out. He's on Instagram. And so I've known him for a while online, but I never met him. And so I hit him up because we had a bunch of packages that we needed to get sent because we were kind of doing our last minute like push to get everything ready to come to Baja. So me and Josiah hung out, talked to him for a little bit, and then went back and had dinner and chilled out for a while.
Tried to play Clue.
Yeah, it didn't work out that well. We all kind of putzed out at the end. And so they left, and I was actually down in the parking garage. As I was there, a security guard walks up to me, and he's like, hey, they're going to tow your trailer. And I was like, what do you mean they're going to tow my trailer? And he's like, well, you can't park it here. And I was like, oh, nobody told me. I was like, do you need me to move it now? I can move it now. And he's like, no, we won't tow it tonight, but they're going to tow it. And I was just kind of like, that's weird that they wouldn't like give you a warning or say, hey, you can't park this here. Anyways, he was a nice security guard, just told us we need to move it. So we moved it the next day on probably the worst street we could have moved it on, to be honest. I didn't realize it at the time, but I wanted to be able to see it from the apartment. So there's only a handful of spots we could put it. And I put it right on this corner of the street that was probably the worst corner that we could be on.
It was fine though.
And that was Sunday.
Yep.
And that's it.
That's it, guys.
That was the weekend wrap up, the 10-minute tie up, the weekly Overland Omnibus, the
week with the fam,
the week with the Ox fam, and the weekly news, weekly headline news. I think those were the 6. If there was even 6 in there. Anyways, we'll be back with you guys next week, and go check out this week's video. We'll link all that stuff down below, like always. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button. That helps us out a lot. And
he is shaving. I promise. By next time.
Got one
His
more
next
week.
Video.
I got one more week out of this beard. Actually, to be honest, it's starting to bother me. So it'll probably will be gone by next week. But anyways, we'll see you guys next week on whatever this is.
Bye.
See ya.